So let us create one Java class and class name read and read write. Read write. Select your main method, finish off it. Soon we'll back to testing again, because the general topics that I'm discussing in a Java way. Okay. Come on, guys. Tell me how many of you learned. Let me see what you do first. One by one, step by step. I'll write English. You tell me read part of Excel. Come on. How to get the path of Excel?
File input stream.
File input stream. Read or write, compulsory we have to read that path compulsory. So file input stream, some variable is equal to new file
Input stream.
And here we define the path of your Excel file. Next, get workbook from file.
XSF workbook.
XSF workbook. Control space for first import package. Okay.
Yeah.
Workbook. Some WB is equal to
new
XSF workbook. Control space. What workbook we want to get? We want to get input stream workbook, right?
Yes.
We want to get file. We want to get workbook that input stream only. That input stream is what? Your file. Next, get sheet from
workbook. XSF sheet.
XSF sheet. Control space for some variable WS is equal to. From where do you get sheet?
WB workbook.
What do you want? What method we want to get a sheet?
Get sheet.
Get sheet or one more method. What that one more method?
Get sheet. Yeah.
Get sheet or get sheeted, right?
Get sheet.
So, yes. Get sheet or get sheeted. So I'm using get sheet. I know my sheet name. In which sheet you store your data, you must define that sheet name. So my sheet name is login. Login sheet. Done. Next, count number of rows. Number of rows in a sheet. Integer. Some variable is equal to. From where do you sheet count?
Worksheet.
WS dot.
Get last row.
Get last row num.
Yeah.
Get last row num. Okay. Print them. I don't want print columns. I want print only rows there. Okay. So RC. It will tell how many rows are there in that. Now, what is our requirement? We want to retrieve each column, every row, each column data. Every row, each column data. I want to print username, column, row data, password column, row data. So compulsory we have to go with what? Looping statement. Am I right? For integer, I is equal to, from where we need to start, ma? We need to start from 0 or 1. Anybody?
1.
Which row? From which row you want to start? From first 0 row or first row?
First row.
First row. Why first row?
First row contains user.
0 row content means first row contains headers. So your test data start from which row?
0.
Second
row.
1.
Second row. Second row means, you know, all of you row number, column number start from 0, right?
0,
the number
yes,
will be For I is equal to 1, iterate I is equal to 1. How many times you want to iterate? I less than or equal to RC times. RC. What is RC? Number of rows.
Row count.
Yes, number of rows. How many rows are there in RC? Iterate that many times. RC I plus plus. Okay, na? Now get username cell data. Get that username cell data. Get this username cell data. All rows username column data. Print it. Get that. Print it. String username is equal to. I'm storing that username data into username variable. Okay, na? Is equal to from where? Go to sheet.
Worksheet.
WS dot in that
So get row.
get row. Which
Get
row? Which row you want? All rows or any specific row?
I.
You want get all rows. So all rows means I
Yes.
dot get
Get cell.
cell column. That's either which column it is. Username is first column. But that number we should provide 0. First column. What type of data that cell contains?
Get string. Dot
Get string cell value.
Cell value.
Okay. So accordingly we have to retrieve. The same way get password cell data. Get that password cell data. Same. Both are having string type. So I'm using defining string. Password is equal to
Worksheet.
WS dot.
Get row.
Same. Get row. Get row of I times all rows, right? Dot.
Get cell.
Get cell of password column. Number. Password. 1. 0 is username. Password is 1. So 1.
So 1.
Dot.
Get string cell value.
Okay. Print them. This out. Print. Don't define username in capital double quotation. They are variables. Okay. Print username. They're storing the parameters, some blank space, and print password data. So what is that username and password? They are parameters. These are the parameters which are holding multiple set of data, right? So I want to print it. So don't give in double quotations here. They are not values, right? They are variable. They are holding values. That every variable value I want to print, that parameter value. Now, what I want to write some text into results cell. I want to write something, pass into my results column. Come on. Writing. Write it. Where that? Go to sheet. WS dot. You want to write in every row. So get row of items. What I told you, when you want to write, we have to say instead of get cell, what we say? Create cell. Right? Create cell. Where you want which column you are creating? What that column number? Check it out. Where you want to write? 2. Right? 2. This is 0. This is 1. And this is 2. So number will be 2. What do you want? Dot set cell value. Right? Dot set cell value. What do you want to write? Something. I want to write as pass. In all rows, same value, write pass. Don't ask me how to write different days. We'll wait. We'll write different values also. Okay, na? Okay, done. Now, after completion of this iteration, means after completion of reading and writing in that results column, let me close the file which I'm reading. Let me close the file which I'm reading. What is that file? Where it's stored, that readable file stored into which variable?
F5.
F5 variable. So don't close in the looping. Why means you should close only after completion of reading. If you write in looping, what will happen? It will close for first iteration only. Okay. Come out of the loop and close the file. F5 dot close. Now what Selenium has to do? To output that into new workbook, I want output this complete workbook into this complete sheet into new workbook to maintain as results. So for that, what we use?
So
We use
for
one more class. What is that? File output stream. Now we are outputting it, ma. File output stream. Input stream is for what? Reading purpose. Output stream is for what? To output or for writing data in a new file. To write in a new file. I want to write that everything in that file input stream into new workbook. So file output stream, some variable is equal to new file output stream. You define the path where you want to write. You define who will create this file. You will create or Selenium will create this file.
Selenium will create.
Selenium or you will write. You will create ma.
Selenium will create.
Selenium will create. Okay. This output file will create by Selenium, not by you guys. This is created by you. Readable file is your file. Okay. I want write into that which file? Results file. If I want write that complete workbook means then I should go with one more method. What is that method? WB dot write method. Write method. Right. So what is the purpose of this write method? It will output. It will output into that complete everything into that workbook. Which workbook? Where you want output into? Results file, right? Results.xl. Where this results are stored? It has been already stored into which variable? F4 variable. Do you understand? It has to write into that F4. F4 is holding what already? F4 is holding the file which you are writing. And then close the file which you are writing. F4 dot close. And then close the workbook WB dot close. Okay. So this should be written after the loop. Don't write inside the loop. Okay, we don't want output for every iteration. I want output for after completion of. Do it first reading. Read that data. We'll see against how we perform against application also. First, let Selenium perform against application. Read the data, write it, and then output to new workbook. Okay, add your superclass for this. Throws, throwable. Okay, now define the path. Where is that file stored? In F drive. Yesterday we stored in F drive, same path. You can define any path you want. Okay, you store it. I already forwarded to you. I don't know how many of you practiced it. I hope you did anything, huh? All of you. Some people, they're not at all answering. Huh? Arjun, Joshna, Lata, Priyadarshini. Did you practice?
Yes,
Yashwal,
sir.
huh? Gupta, Arjun. Okay. I'm going on teaching you, but you make the arm painting. Okay. After 3 months or after 5 months, we'll practice. No problem. Okay, na? How many rows are there? 8 rows. So we're able to retrieve every cell, row, column data, right? This is reading. The same thing, the result is not written here. Same thing, where you want to write, where you can see this output now, this output, pass output, where you can see that we can see in new file, right? Go to F drive, go to your F drive. In that you can see results file. In that results file, you can see it has outputted everything into new workbook. The way you are creating new workbook means we can send this to your leadership. Kada? This will be readable file will be with you. Readable file will be with you. Whatever outputs we are getting, we are going to send them to your leadership compulsory. So for that purpose, we are writing separately. Output to new workbook. Always make a habit of doing that. Okay. What if, suppose if this data is already stored in latest version, kada? Sample. It has been stored into .xlsx. What if data stored in lower version XLS? Suppose, say for example, I am saving the same Excel. We can save into lower version, no problem. Higher versions we can save. How to save into lower version means save as file, change this workbook tab as Excel 97 to 2003 workbook. We have that facility, don't worry. Okay. Higher versions we can save to lower version. Okay. Now it's save with what extension here? .xls. Let me give that as sample one. Okay. I'm giving as sample one. Whatever file name is your choice. Finish off it. Now give here sample one dot xls. Right? And here also you want to make it as .xls. We want to output into same file. Will it read the data or not? Will it read the data? No. Will Selenium read the data here? Yes, sir. No.
Yes, sir.
Somebody says no. Hello. Will Selenium read the data?
Yes, sir.
No, sir. We need to change HSF. HSF.
You have changed XSF to
HSF.
HSF. Now let me check it out. Let me run this. It will be throwing exception. OLE not office. That means what it says, the supplied data appears to be OL2 format. You are calling part of OE that deals with OXML. Okay. Office open XML document. You need to call a different part of OE to process this data. Example, HS instead of XSF. It gives very clearly. So every time suddenly data, if client is storing lower version, again is storing higher version, means every time we can't keep on changing class names, right? So instead of using these classes, go with interfaces directly. Okay. Now I'm going to show you using interfaces. Okay, na? Let me show using interfaces. So create a class. Understood? Let me check it out. Using interface. Select your main method, finish of it. Okay, here let me make it as no need to disturb you. Sample Excel SX. Here also SL SX. Okay, now we have to go for interfaces. Now, same again. Anything you work with higher version or lower version or higher version, common thing all of you know. Come on, guys. Same. I don't write English. No English. File.
File, input stream.
Everything. Without reading the Excel part, we cannot do anything here. All of you. File input stream. F5 is equal to new
file input
File input stream.
file input stream
strings.
and define the path. Okay. Next, we want to get a workbook from that file.
From file.
So what to do now? Workbook is interface or not? Control space bar. Look at here. Interface. I stands for interface, blue color. Okay, na? Now we don't want to go with classes. I don't want to keep on. If you go with interface, advantage is let it be in a higher version, let it be lower version. It doesn't matter. So that workbook, some variable is equal to. Here we are going to use one class here because interfaces I told you in the JavaScript class. Interfaces will not have new keywords. Remember that. So here I am using overriding them into one class. Workbook factory. I'm using one more class here. What is that? Workbook factory. In that I'm getting a method called dot create. We are getting from where? From? We're getting from where? From input stream only. So from what is that input stream? Where that input stream stored? F5 variable. Yes or no? What is that path here? F colon double forward slash sample one, sample one dot XLS. We saved like that. Yes or no? Add your super class immediately so that we can overcome all that exceptions. Throwable. Throwable. Come on, guys. Next, same concept. Next, we want get a sheet from workbook. Now, sheet. We have to go with interface called sheet. Control space bar. Look at here, all of you guys. Especially for sheet, they are given two packages. Many people are importing SL. Don't go with first one. We have to go with SS. All our packages are SS, not SL. Okay? Be careful. So look at that. After importing, check it out. Or is it importing SS? All of them are SS package, no SL. If you import wrong package, the whole code will collapse. Be careful. Sheet. WS is equal to, methods will not change. WB dot get sheet or get sheeted. It's up to you. I'm going with get sheeted. What that number I can provide here? Look at that. Where is that? In which sheet we have data?
Login.
Login. What that number you can now I say get sheeted?
0.
0. Why 0?
Index value of that login.
First sheet, any sheet, row number, column number, they always start from 0. Common thing we have to remember.
0.
Okay? Yes. I want get first row from sheet. I want get first row from sheet. First row. Use row interface. Row, control space bar. For every interface, we have to import package. Row, again I'm defining variable row is equal to WS, yes, WS dot get row. Get row. Which row you want to get, ma? First row. First row means
0.
0. Why you are getting first row only? Because I want to count number of columns in first row.
Yes, sir.
For that I'm reading. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now count number of rows in a sheet now. Count number of rows in a sheet. Integer
Integer
RC is
RC
equal to
equals
WS dot
get last row num.
And get count number of columns in a row in first row. Integer CC is equal to
row
yes,
get
row dot
last
row dot get
last
cell num.
cell num.
And print them, both of them in a single
Without
statement.
print
RC
number-
plus
number of rows in a sheet.
if you want to write message, write it, no problem. CC. I'm not taking message, I'm directly printing that variable value.
Sir.
If you want message, write it, no problem. It's not mandatory to write message. For understanding purpose, you write like that. Okay, na? Don't confuse. Next, we are not going with single iteration. We are want to print everything, right? Reading and writing using interface again. Come on. 100%. We have to go with what? Looping. 100% for integer I is equal to 1. Every time always start from 1 here. Always 1 means why? Because we need to avoid first row for headers. Your test data always start from second row. That is very important. 1 I less than or equal to how many times you want to take, ma? RC times.
RC
So I
plus
plus. Okay, na? Same. Get the username column and get the password column. Come on. Both are string type, no problem. String
username
user is equal to anything. You can define any variable. Go to sheet. WS. In that sheet, get a row. Get all rows. Get all rows. Items. Get a column.
get cell
Get cell. Which column it is? First
0
column. First column. Dot
get string cell
value. Get string cell value. Same. Get the password also.
String password
Pass is equal to
WS
same. WS dot
get
row of items
dot get cell
get cell of
1
second column dot get cell dot
get string cell value.
And then I want write something into results column. Write something into results column. Go to sheet. WS dot first get that all rows. You want write in all rows. Get row of items dot create cell. Okay. Create cell. Creates where you want to create it. 2, third column. Yes or no?
2. Yes, sir.
Third column.
2.
What do you want? Dot
Dot set cell value.
cell value. Set cell
Value.
value. You can write your own text. I am so lazy. Okay. After writing in that every row in that column, I want to come out of the loop. I want to come out the loop and close that file which I'm reading. F5 dot close that
Close.
file and then output into new workbook.
File out.
Exactly. File
Output stream.
file output stream. Some variable is equal to
New file output stream.
output stream. So you define a path where you want in F drive, anything you can define. Results.
Result.
I want with the dot XLS only.
XLS. Okay.
Okay. Now this is for what? Outputting. Now you want to write in that workbook. This is going to create one new workbook there. In that workbook, we want to write that complete output in that workbook that is available in writable file. Write it wb dot.
WB dot write.
Where you want to write?
F4.
F4. And then close that file which you are writing F4 dot.
F4 dot close.
And wb
Workbook dot close. Okay.
Close that file.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So see, even though data stored in lower version, before example, if I'm executing, it's throwing exception or not, right? Because again, we have to come and change this class names. What we have changed instead of XSF, we have changed it to HSFO, HSFO, HSF, all this. I don't want. So if you go with interfaces, it doesn't matter. Let it be in lower version, let it be higher version, not an issue. Retrieving. And we are not printing this username and password. Print them. System.out.user plus pass right? So there are how many rows are there? 8 rows we have. How many columns we have in first row? 3 columns. This is first column data. This is second column data. Even though data stored in higher. Suppose if data stored higher version, what is that higher version here? Sample Excel SX. Kada? Already we have that file. I'm checking whether it able to read even the data is available higher version or not. Check it out. Reading? Any exception you're reading? No. So what is the best way? So better to go with what? Instead of with classes, better to go with what? Interfaces. In future, if data is changing, if client is changing his data, the chances are there. There's no rule that every client will go with the latest versions. According to their project requirement, they may use still something. Companies may go with the lower version also. Who knows? So now go and see your output also. Output file results. In that results, this is one Excel. It will be writing I'm so lazy. Reading or not? So it is creating even for this lower version it is creating as well as it's creating for higher version also results. Higher version, this higher version results. Okay, so that is how the way we can retrieve data. Let it be in lower version, let it be in higher version. Okay, this is good. Well, good. Suppose, excuse me. Suppose, assume that in one column I have string type data. My application allowing password with integer type. For example, my application is not allowing string type. Maybe my company ID. For example, assume like that. Suppose when you are planning to test register form, compulsory phone numbers will be there. Mobile numbers you have to give, and PIN numbers also we need to provide. That mobile number, PIN number will be in the form of integer type. They are not string type. Suppose whenever a column contains integer type and one column contains string type, let us see whether we are able to retrieve the data or not. Let's save that Excel. Let it be say higher version or lower version, not a problem. Okay, na? Let it be higher version or lower version. Is it higher version or lower version? Sample 1 is lower version. So we have to, okay, let me change in higher version instead of lower version because we are going to work completely on higher version. Let it be, no problem, sample. Assume that in one row you are storing integer type. Okay, One row you're storing, one cell you're storing integer type, one cell you're storing string type. And how to retrieve this data in these cases? Let me, I don't know, let me check it out. Let me run this. Number of rows are 8, number of comes, okay, fine. But what it's showing? Illegal state exception. Cannot, look at that error. What that error we're getting? Cannot get a string value from numeric cell. So what you understood with this? What Selenium is recognizing that password? How Selenium is recognizing that column? It is taking that column as
String.
integer type or string type.
String type.
The string type.
Integer type.
Cannot
String
get a string value from numeric cell.
Yes, sir.
Numeric cell. From numeric cell, it's saying it not get a string value from numeric cell.
Numeric cell.
It is considering this column data as integer type. Oh, what to do? You'll ask me, sir, why can't we use get string cell value instead of get string cell value? Why can't we use get numeric cell value? Am I right? And data type should be, what the data type? Int, right? Int pass is equal to dot. We have method get numeric cell value. Look at that. Get numeric cell value. Data type, all of you. Look at the data type of get numeric. Is it integer type or double type? Look at.
Double type.
It's showing you double or double type, right? What is meant by double? Adding, double means adding, right? Adding or minus? Subtraction or addition here? Add double means.
Addition.
Huh? It will be addition or subtraction, I'm asking. Double type, double. See, meaning there is double means what? Increasing or decreasing?
Increasing double. We can.
Still somebody has. What here? Increasing or decreasing? Oh my God. Increasing or decreasing? Take a dictionary and check that double. What is the meaning of double?
So we increase. Double means we increase.
Increase or decrease? Somebody says decrease. Somebody says. Is it increasing or decreasing here? Rest of you guys. Speak out. Speak out. Nobody will harm you. Speak out.
Increasing. Double means we increase.
Increasing only, right?
Yes.
So, it's a data type. Increasing, decreasing. Floating value. Double means what? Floating value. Decimal point.
Okay.
Decimal point. Oh my God.
Yes.
Whatever I say, you follow me. It's a double type, data type. Double data type is containing what? Floating. Int means what?
Floating.
Integer values. That means how Selenium will recognize that column data, it will consider as not integer type, it will consider as double type. Means floating. Suppose my application, especially generally in practical wise, when you're sending PIN number, phone number, will it give integer value or double type value? When you're sending any value to your phone number text box, integer ma? No way of any phone number like that, 999.547.2, no point. So Selenium should consider that as integer type. So integer type. So for that, what we should use here is, we have to use one casting. What is that casting? Int casting. What does it mean? What does it mean? What's the meaning of this? I'm converting the double type into what?
Integer.
Integer type without any floating value.
Yes, sir.
Directly we can store into double here, but here, okay, when you're doing, generally it is working fine. It's working fine. Now it read perfectly, no problem, no objection. It reads that. It's able to read String type data, it's able to read integer type data also.
Sir.
Okay? Okay, na? But when you're performing against applications, we get some issues here. When it's trying to perform an application, it throws some exceptions for us. So for that, what we need to do is, we need to convert this integer type cell data into string type data. Okay? Let me show you. So this is not right way. This is working out. Okay, good. But when I'm saying you, when you're doing against application, it is not performing. So what we need to do is, we need to convert that integer type cell data into what? String type data. Username is string type, no problem. No issue for that. But we have problem with what? Password column. Right? So how to convert? I should give a condition. Look at this condition, all of you. I should give condition. If, understand all of you. If, go to workbook, WB, and get that sheet from that workbook. Get sheet. What that, in which sheet we have data? All of you know we have data in login sheet. In that sheet, get row, get all rows. To get all rows, go for get row of items, all rows. Dot, in that, get that cell. Which cell it is? 1, second column. Am I right or not? Cell. Dot get cell type. Look at that method. Get, look at that. What type it is saying that? Data type. Look here. It's perfectly saying integer only, right? Integer type. Int. Dot, I mean, equal to, double equal to means equal to cell. Cell means what? Cell means, what cell here? Column. Cell type dot, cell underscore, type underscore, numeric. Cell underscore, type underscore, numeric. Any one of you can explain this condition? Any one of you? Can you explain me this condition? I don't understand this condition. I don't understand this condition. Go to my sheet, login, get all rows. In that second column, if that cell type is integer type, condition, if cell type is integer, first get integer type, get integer type cell, get this integer type cell, still get this cell and store into one variable. Store it, get that cell, integer type, right? Data type should be int. Say for example, cell data, I'm storing into cell data. I'm storing that cell into, storing this password integer type data into which variable? Cell data variable. Cell data is equal to casting. Just now I told you. You know, all of you, casting int. Come on, go to workbook again. WB dot get sheet. Which sheet, ma? What that sheet name? Login sheet.
Login.
In that sheet, get a column. Dot
Get cell.
get cell. Which column it is?
1.
Get cell. Sorry. First get row kada. Get row, items, all rows. In that get cell.
Get cell.
Get cell. Which column it is?
1.
Second column 1. Dot get numeric cell value. Even though it is double type, we converting that integer type by using casting there.
Casting. Yeah.
Yes. Now what cell data? Anybody? What is cell data? What is cell data? Guess it. See meaning.
The
I told
first
Selenium. What,
cell value.
what it,
the first cell value of that row. First row.
cell data is it's in a variable. It is in a parameter which is holding your password column data. This is holding what? Cell data is holding what? That's password column data. It's storing in integer type format or string type format?
Integer type.
Integer type format. But what Selenium has to recognize that column data? How Selenium has to recognize? Should recognize as string type, right? Selenium we have to we should consider as string type. So what I should do now? I need to convert this cell data, integer type data into string type. Convert cell into where? Into string type.
String type.
So for that, we use one Java function. We use one Java function. What is that Java function? Is store it. String. We are converting string type with a string pass into any variable. Pass is equal to string dot value of. What is the Java function we are using? It's not Selenium function. It is a Java function. Value of. Okay. What we are converting? Integer type, right? Which one you are converting? IR cell data. IR cell data, ma?
Cell data.
Cell data.
Cell data.
Cell data.
Cell data. What is value of now? Tell me anybody. What is value of function? Value of function will convert.
It's an integer type, converts to string.
Value of is a
Integer.
Java function, ma? String function, not WebDriver function, Excel function. Okay, it's a Java function. Java function which will convert integer type
string.
into
String type.
string type. So that when you have such problems, so when you are planning to remember all of you, when you are login, okay, login we use both string type only. When you are doing against a register form and all that, 100% we have to keep on passing some of our integer type, some of string type. But Selenium will be recognizing that columns as integer type or string type, integer type. But I want to consider string type means then this conversion is important. Cell data, value of. So value of will convert representation of int arguments. Okay now. So this is representation exactly. It will be converting everything. Now print user and pass. So pass is holding what now? This pass is holding is what? What it's holding? String type data. Okay. Now check this. Is it going to read that data or not? Right? Performing. Before also performing, but okay. Before we are not writing against application, it's performing correctly. When you do against applications, we get such problems. Before that, we make a habit of. But we don't type every day these methods here. Learn all of them. Once we go to framework classes, we don't type all of them. We'll create them separate classes again for them. Okay. And we have to remember all of these functions very clearly. What is value of anybody?
Java converts integer type to string type.
It's a Java function which converts the
integer type into string
integer type to string.
Any one of you tell me this condition, what this condition indicates? These strikeouts, don't worry. These strikeouts, because of version issues, we get these strikeouts. Don't bother about the strikeouts. Okay, na? What's the meaning of this condition? What will tell in this condition? Selenium, go to my sheet. Get my sheet. In that sheet, get all rows. In that, get first, second column. If cell type is equal to, if cell get cell type is what? Integer type. If my cell type is integer type, get that integer cell type and store into one integer variable and then convert that integer type into string type.
String type.
If it is string data, we can directly use this way. No problem. No conditions required like that, right? Because string it access, no problem. That's a problem. Okay, some people, you might have seen websites, some people when you take integer type, they're asking us to take single quotation. If you take single quotation, if you store data, if you take single quotation, if you store data,
a string.
It will be considered string type. That's not right way, ma. That's not right way. We have functions. Let us convert what is there. Single quotation, double quotation. We should not do that in Excel. Okay, na? So this way we have to understand about interfaces, about classes. I hope it's very clear to all of you guys. Huh?
Yes, sir.
All of you. These are very, remember again, I'm repeating. If you don't learn these methods, you cannot understand frameworks. I'm strictly telling you. That's what I gave you Saturday, Sunday time. I don't know how many of you done with that practicals. All of you done?
Yes, sir.
Priyadarshini, Gupta,
I'm doing.
Jashwal, Arjun,
Yeah, I'm doing so. Not complete.
Yes, sir.
going on. Joshna,
Yes, sir.
Lata, Lata?
Yes,
No.
sir.
Priyanka?
Sir, working on it, sir.
Working. Okay. And who is next one? Jashwal.
Yes, sir.
You're
I'm
also
doing.
working. Okay. But some
Yeah,
people are
I'm working.
missing. Some people are missing. Let them miss. No problem. Let me have one fellow for end of the class. I don't care. But my topics are very clear. I'll go with in depth, not like other people saying you some few points and leaving you. No, I don't want that. In the last class, let it be one person. I'll teach them completely. Don't bother about fellows here. Okay. You worry about the knowledge. This is very important. Now we have to construct frameworks. This is a major part. It will take for me 2 weeks time to construct. Not one. Many people are teaching within 2 days, 3 days framework. No, we have to take 3 weeks, 2 weeks time. All these things and then I have to do it. Okay. So now we're eligible to move into frameworks. And before that, I want to explain you about extents reports. Did I explain about extents reports? No.
No.
No, advanced reports. Only the extents reports we have seen. But yes, we have to know how to use extents reports also here. Very, very important. I'll show you. And then I will start framework. What is a framework? How to create a structure for a framework. Huh? And then those are very, very hot topics in Selenium. After knowing frameworks, then how to create Maven project. After knowing Maven project, how to run this in Jenkins. Very, very important. And some more few topics we have. That's what, please cooperate and keep on doing from now. Please don't neglect them. Not for my sake. If you neglect, you are the losers. I am not loser. Please. Okay, guys?
Okay.
Okay, na? Please complete it.
Yes,
So that tomorrow I'll start the structure of framework and the extents reports I'll start and then we'll proceed further. No hurry up. Let us learn completely. Okay, na? Right. See you. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Bye, sir.
Yeah.
Bye.